primary succession is the succession that occurs in a bare or unoccupied geographical area. For example, a barren rock, or a sand dune, or a newly exposed sea floor, or a newly created pond. These are some of the examples of geographical regions where succession begins in a place where no biotic community is found occupying that region. So, in such a situation, any one biotic community appears initially and establishes itself. It adapts to the existing environmental conditions, starts reproducing, and gradually increases its population. So, this community becomes the pioneer community. Over a long period of time, the pioneer community may fail to adapt to the changing environmental conditions and may lead to the appearance of another biotic community which may be able to adapt to that particular environmental conditions. So, that represents a serial stage, the next stage of succession, serial stage 1, serial stage 2, serial stage 3, and so on. So, the successive stages are known as serial stages. So, serial stage 1 may replace the pioneer community. Pioneer community may decline, serial stage 1 may take over. After a particular period of time, serial stage 2 may take over and serial stage 1 may decline. Ultimately, one biotic community establishes itself. Is able to adapt to all the environmental changes that take place there, all the climatic changes that take place there, able to reproduce, able to increase its population, and so on. Therefore, it will not allow another biotic community to establish itself. So, this becomes the climatic or climax community. So, this typical situation is called primary succession. Another possibility is what is known as secondary succession. Secondary succession is the succession that begins in a region which was previously occupied by a biotic community, but later got eliminated due to a natural or man-made disaster. Already communities had established. Suppose there is a flood, everything gets washed out. Over a long period of time, slowly succession again begins and biotic communities start establishing there. Such a situation is called secondary succession. Depending on the region, succession can be defined or distinguished into different types. For example, hydrosphere is the succession that occurs in aquatic habitats. Lithosphere is the succession that occurs on rocks. Halosphere succession that occurs in salty soil or salty water and so on. So, these are some of the types of ecological succession. Next we shall see what are the stages, taking the example of hydrosphere and lithosphere.